Welcome back everyone to my Generation 3 Master Quest series. In today's video, I want to catch you guys up on what I've been doing in my Firered save file. I started off the file by shiny hunting Charmander because I really want to use a shiny Charizard in the Battle Frontier. All of the Pokemon I will be using in the Frontier will be shiny, just because if I'm going to challenge and complete the Battle Frontier, I might as well do it with some cool Pokemon and some of my favorites too. So all of my Frontier Pokemon will be shiny. And for this Charmander and eventual Charizard, I found out that Dragon Dance is an egg move for it in Generation 3. So I'm deciding on the next best thing, which would be a Swords Dance set. Something to help boost its stab aerial ace, probably an Earthquake. Or I could run a mix set with Choice Band like one of you guys recommended. Choice Band for aerial ace and Earthquake, and then full max special attack and speed for Flamethrower and Dragon Claw. The Choice Band will more than make up for its non-invested attack stat. But we'll see once we get to the Frontier. I'm not going to start training my Frontier Pokemon until I beat the post-game in either Fire Red or Leaf Green, and then Emerald as well. But that's what I have in mind for this Charmander. And for this playthrough, it's just going to be casual until I reach the post game. And for this gym battle, I got pretty lucky. Geodude, it has pretty bad special defense, so I took care of it with Ember. And I got even more lucky with this Onix. I got a burn off on my first Ember, so it let me tank more Rock Tombs. And I decided to switch out to Pidgey and then Pikachu just so I could heal my Charmander back up, and then switch it back in and finish off Onix with another Ember. Thankfully, the Onix wasted a move using Tackle on Pikachu, so I got more chip damage on it, and then Charmander came in to deal the final blow. So thankfully I had no troubles with this gym battle at all. But in anticipation for my Misty battle, I did decide to catch Shine the Pikachu. I nicknamed it Shine because to me, when electric Pokemon use electric moves, they give off like a glow or a shine, and you know, it was the only word I could think of that fits the 5 Japanese character limit. So that's why I nicknamed Pikachu Shine. And then my Charmander evolved, and Fire Red and Leaf Green, in my opinion, have the best sprites. The Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald sprites, to me, look kind of ugly. They look unpolished. So I prefer Fire Red and Leaf Green's artwork overall. And this specific Charmeleon sprite, I think it's the best in the whole series. It just looks so like powerful and intimidating compared to others. I also decided to catch this Nidoran because whenever I play through Kanto, I cannot not pick or catch a Nidoking or Nidoqueen. Like, they're my favorite Pokemon in Kanto, like top 5 easily. So I always have one on my team, and they evolve pretty fast and early in the game, and they will be coming in handy for the Lieutenant Surge fight. I did decide to nickname my Nidoran Terra because Nidoqueen is part ground type, and it was the only other word that would fit the character limit that I could think of. This rival fight at Nugget Bridge, it was a sweep after a quick grinding session. Basically no troubles. I did grind up the rest of my team, and I caught some other Pokemon too for the Pokedex. Eventually I do end up replacing some of these team members, like this Spearow that I have, or Fearow. I decided to grind it up to level 25 because that's when Spearow learns Aerial Ace. And I thought it'd be better than wasting the TM on a random flying type Pokemon, so might as well learn it by level up. But eventually I did take it off the team for a different Pokemon. I also caught an Oddish and a Clefairy earlier in my playthrough, and I evolved my Oddish before the Misty fight just so I could have a backup in case Pikachu died to confusion hacks. Um, and Clefable is one of my favorite Pokemon too in Kanto, also top 5, and I like how it can learn a variety of hard-hitting TM moves. But that comes on later on. Right now, it's pretty useless. I nicknamed my Oddish, now Gloom, Fern as a reference to Adventure Time, and my Clefable, it's nicknamed Magic because it seems like cosmic and mythical and magical. But yeah, this Misty fight was a pretty easy sweep as well. I think I over prepared for it. Um, really no trouble at all. I do plan on saving most of my TMs for my Emerald save file so I can trade them over and clone them, because I don't really like the idea of replaying games just to be able to get more TMs. So I'll just clone them for the convenience later on. So I'll try not to teach my Pokemon one-time obtainable TMs. This Lieutenant Surge fight, it was pretty annoying because of the double teaming, but I eventually managed to beat him with my Nidoqueen. I don't really understand why people dislike Lieutenant Surge's gym. His puzzle isn't really that difficult or annoying. Like, it takes less than a minute to get through. It's just 2 buttons. So there is no trouble getting to him. Right now, my team is pretty much hanging on by a thread. Like, they are getting demolished. Fern wasn't really much help. My Fearow, it got hard countered. I pretty much had it in range to take out Raichu, but the paralysis really got in the way. I forgot to hit record on my rival fight on SS Ann, so sorry about that. I thought I pressed record, but I didn't. But that fight pretty much went the same as the bridge fight. Pikachu swept through it, no problem at all. But yeah, once I reach Celadon City with the game corner, I do plan on teaching my Pokemon a bunch of TMs. But in the meantime, I finally reached Lavender Town, and I can finally nickname my Charmeleon. One of you guys recommended the name Rainer, and that's a cool nickname, but then I remembered that the character limit for nicknames is 5, and that name has 6 letters, so I had to improvise and change the name to Reigns, because it still gives an imposing, strong vibe to it. I also got a Dratini from the game corner after grinding versus Seeker battles. I grinded a lot for TMs, so I could just exchange them for coins, because hot take, I really don't like the game corner mini games. It just seems tedious to me. I'd rather just grind out levels and earn money at the same time instead. But I nicknamed this Dratini Irene as a reference to a fairy tale character, and she pretty much swept Erica. I do plan on EV training soon, because with the Versus Seeker, there are some locations that, if set up correctly, you can have a fully EV trained stat in about less than 5 minutes, which is insane, even without the power items. But yeah, this is my team so far. I taught them a bunch of TMs, grinded them up with the versus seeker battles, and I evolved them with stones. Let me know what you guys think about my team. I will be uploading another video soon on Friday, so look forward to that. Thanks for coming along.